Further, we can understand life through the nature. Let's start with the wood element. Just imagine you are in the forest. Some trees are tall, some trees are young, and then some trees grow straight, some bend around obstacles. Yet, all of them share the same purpose, which is growth. Wood is not about being stubborn. Wood is about movement, visions, directions, and then the desire to become more than what you are today. When wood is balanced, we grow. But when wood is blocked, we feel frustrated. Not because life stops, but because we stop growing. So perhaps the wood is not about the trees really, but it's about the growth. Questions is not about how big is the tree. The real question is it still growing? Life doesn't ask us to become the biggest. Understand fire through nature. The sun rises and then the forest becomes visible. This is fire. Fire is expressions, visibility, and passions, also connections. The sun does not choose who to shine on. It simply shines. When fire is in balance, we inspire others. But when fire is excessive, we burn ourselves. And then when fire is weak, we hide ourselves. Fire reminds us potential is little when other people cannot see. So fire may be not about the flames. Perhaps fire is about being seen. The question is not about how bright can I become. It's more about, am I allowing other people to see my light? Life doesn't ask us to shine the brightest. It asks us not to hide our light. Let's understand Earth through nature. Just imagine that you're standing on the mountain. Beneath your feet is the ground that holds everything. This is Earth. Earth is support, stability, and trust. The place where everything can grow. Without earth, trees cannot root. Without earth, rivers has no banks. Without earth, nothing can have a place to stand. When earth is balanced, we feel grounded, safe, and then also reliable. When earth is excessive, we become stubborn, overprotective, and unable to move. Earth is weak, we feel scattered, uncertain, searching for somewhere to belong. Earth reminds us that growth is not always about moving forward. Sometimes it's about building a foundation strong. So perhaps the earth is not really about the mountain. The question is not about how much have I achieved. The question is more on, can what I have built stay last? Life doesn't ask us to build the biggest mountain. It asks us to become a foundation that everyone can trust. Understand the metal through nature. Imagine the sword being forged. The fire is intense. Hammer strikes again and again, and with that strikes, the metal becomes stronger. This is metal. Metal is refinement, clarity, standards. The ability to separate what matters and what does not. A sword cuts, a jewel shines, but both began something as ordinary. When metal in balance, we know what to keep, what to let go. And when metal becomes excessive, we become critical, rigid, and then try to finding faults. Metal reminds us that growth is not only adding more. Sometimes growth begins when we can remove what no longer belongs. So maybe the metal is not really about the swords or the jewels, but it's about the refinement. The question is not about what else do I need, but it's more on the what am I still holding on to. Life doesn't ask us to collect everything, but to refine what matters most. Understand water through nature. Imagine that you are walking beside the river. The water never stops flowing. It doesn't argue with the rocks, also it doesn't complain with the mountain. It simply finds the way forward. This is water. Water is wisdom, adaptability, and observations. The ability to flow through life. The water can become the river, or it become a morning dew. It changes its form, but it never loses the nature. When water is balanced, we learn, adapt, and trust the journey. But when the water is excessive, we become overwhelmed, lost in possibility, and even unable to decide. And when water is weak, fear begins to appear. Water reminds us that the strength is not always the force. Sometimes the strength is knowing how to flow. So maybe the water is not about the river, the oceans, or the dew, but it's about the movement. And the question is not about how fast am I moving, but it's more on the am I still flowing? Life doesn't ask us to control everything. It asks us to keep flowing forward.